It's too bright.
Go ahead, Chris.
Good evening. Been a while. I jokingly here that what did that say? I jokingly said to myself earlier that there are going to be a lot of new people on my page now because I've been deleted about 5,000 times. So it's kind of been like out of the old energy and then in with the new. So for those of you that are just joining us, this is our 60 plus episode. Our YouTube channel is in the link in my bio. Also, Sun, Mind, and Body Instagram page of where we do and kind of have an online show over there as well. Most of our Sunday Chronicles or Sun Salutation shows are documentaries, and I've been documenting our journey and then documenting the world's journey, and then today is kind of that both. This is my wife Cassie, for those of you who have never met, and this is our show, and this is a documentary / understanding / and for those of you that have seen it before, then thank you for coming back. We've reached a point in the world, for those of you that have been following along for a while, I've been saying we're going to get to a 0 point of out with the old, in with the new, and that's occurring today. You're seeing a lot of very unaware people getting their fucking heads chopped off, and they're not being punished, they're doing it to themselves. We've reached a point in time that universal law is taking full effect, and it's happening globally. It's happening not only globally, but it's happening universally.
How do you define universal law?
Universal law is what you're putting out, you're going to get back. It's the simple law of karma. That is occurring, but it's wiping clean. Everything is being pushed to the surface, and it's a manifestation of fears, and or, like I've always said, it's a manifestation of what I want with my life. I'm going to carve my own path amongst all of this crazy chaos. You've heard me talk about it 100 times, or at least 60, but that is here, and that's occurring right now. I've noticed in my own personal life, family, friends, lashing out in anger. We've come a long way on our personal journey. This is my motto. I've had to plow through a bunch of bullshit people. I've had to just plow through a bunch of bullshit in general. They say haters make you famous, and I if that's the case, then one day. So many people are let go and be dragged. You've heard me say this a couple of times. It's a Zen proverb, and what that means is all all of these belief systems, all of these political and religious belief systems that are put into play today that are the problem are disintegrating and they're dwindling away. They're not sexy at all. They're very negative. They're very selfish. They're very separatists. They're very racist. They're just the problem. And the problem is being pushed to the surface and it's being wiped away. Not only in the public eye, but the supporters that support these systems, I'm visually seeing falling apart. And I've said this for the last 60 episodes and over the last year. One day it's going to occur, and I'll be goddamn if it's not occurring right now. And I'm going to document it, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to get it out in the open. A lot of people say, stop bullying. These are the fucking bullies, and they're getting dealt with universally. And that's exactly what's going on, and I want to document it. And I want to call out the tough guys. I said this before. Tough guys wear a suit of armor to mask their fear. The tough guy, the alpha male, the alpha female are the most terrified individuals in the world. And so they put on this tough persona to mask all of that. But when they get checked, they're the biggest wussies ever. And I've noticed that in my personal life. You're seeing it in display. You know what? It's really sad. You're also seeing a lot of people that just aren't saying anything. I don't even know if they have a fucking clue about what's going on.
I would say probably not.
And
some of it's by choice, and some of it's just unaware.
Yeah, I mean,
every day is go to work,
and that's cool. That's your prerogative, and whatever.
Everyone has their own.
Yeah, but you may detect a little
anger.
Yeah, a little venting, because my entire life I've gone against this bullshit. A lot of people don't know that. The white entitled people. We've discussed this recently about the entitled white movement. I'm white, and I'm not accepted into the entitled white group. Never have been. And when you're an individual and you aren't a part of the herd and a part of the sheep, and you're looked down upon. And my entire life, that has been my case. And we're at a point now to where we're getting to see a lot of what people really are. It's being pushed right to the surface. And the asshole, the jealousy, the hatred, all of that stuff comes out. And you actually get to see what people really are. And I am ecstatic that this is happening. And I get to experience that in my lifetime. I've had a person lately say that I was on drugs. This is publicly, on an internet forum. And a person that I know, known for a long time, that I was on drugs. And apparently there's some sort of thing that's happening amongst my families and friends, trying to bring me down. And I was on a downward spiral, and everyone agrees that I'm the bad guy. Well, fuck you. Because as this goes on, time will tell. And we'll see who's on the downward spiral. The shift is here. And when you have these egotistical, narcissistic, holier than thou human beings that hide behind a cross and hide behind a political party get checked, the first thing these motherfuckers do are going to panic. They're going to panic and they're going to lash out. And, but when it actually comes time to get down, they're going to be the first ones to run away. And I implore everyone out there that is dealing with this type of shit to stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. You know what's right. And this is your feeling. This is you. And if you want to choose to break away from that type of mindset and be yourself, then break away and do what's right. This particular episode, I wanted to discuss the world is losing its mind, and we get to witness it. And it's an actual, for me, it's a brilliant thing because I've inspired a lot of it. But it's great to see people who are tough lose their mind and go through this. With that, they're losing their minds and having to go to their hearts. And we've talked about the land of Is. It's the from here to here, operating with your heart, etc., leading with your heart, is what's happening, and that transition is happening right now on the global
When you lead with your heart, when you're leading with your heart, you're going to be experiencing more empathy, understanding, compassion, all of those things. So that, I think, based on certain events that will probably be occurring, it's going to lead to a lot of having to face inward because outward is so bad.
You're seeing a lot of motherfuckers get dragged because they just won't let go. They've been indoctrinated into these belief systems for so long. I see it daily. That and we've talked about this the other day, that the alpha tough guy, tough girl role is taught. That's not a natural way to be. The omega male, the omega side of empathy and it's unconditional love.
It's balance. It's not extreme either way.
Yeah, it's not extreme either way. It's that walking the line, and that is what is occurring. And you know the line in the Heath Ledger Batman, he asked, he's like, do you know why I like to use a knife? Because it's personal, and you get to see.
That part's a very dark part of the world.
Well, we're at a dark part of the world. You get to see actually what a person is. The universe, to me, is using a knife. And it is,
it's tough out there.
It is pushing things to the surface. People are lashing out, being angry. You know, they're experiencing a death of an old life that they're holding on to so tight because that's all they know, because all they do is seek outwardly to be better than their neighbor. And instead of going inward, but these things that are occurring are forcing everyone to go within. And that is why when I say losing your mind is a good thing,
it's unlearning everything that's been taught.
Yeah.
And relearning with a different set of eyes after you've been completely torn down to nothing.
Yeah.
Which I think you need to do that in order to
but personally
rise up again.
Yeah, personally I'm having a well moment. I could, but I won't. And because that's not going to solve any problems. What I want to kind of interject a positive note on this, the old energy is getting, watch it. The old energy is being ripped to shreds, and these new energies are coming in. And it is a beautiful thing to witness. Every day that goes by, it continues to get better and better and better. All the shit is being pushed up, it's being wiped away. It's happening in every individual on this planet, and no one can escape universal law. You can try to run, you can hold on, but you will not escape this particular occurrence that's actually happening. that felt good for me. I needed to say it. I needed to say it publicly. I needed to just, there are other people that I'm witnessing going through this exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's time to fucking stand up. All these people that are lashing out, they're weak as fuck. I said that today.
Well, the loudest wagon's the emptiest.
They are weak as fuck, and they're putting on this persona because these people are actually terrified.
But it's also, that's been taught, and that's where the compassion comes in.
Yeah, it's on down the line.
You think this way of life has been this way for a very long time, and unknowingly you can become trapped in it, from my experience.
Yeah. All I wanted to do is I wanted to personally vent publicly, since I've been thrashed publicly. And I wanted to say this: I forgive all of you motherfuckers. Because one day, I'm not going to have to say anything anymore. And that day is going to be here soon. And I forgive all of you, and I leave you with your fucking hate. And I want you to own that hate, and I want you to hold on to it. Because all that hate's going to do is going to help you grow. And ultimately, that's why we're here. That's why I do what I do. And I want you to really, really hold on to it tight. Because
it'll break you.
It's going to break you. And that's about all I have. But I wanted to address some situations, and I wanted to forgive, and forgive them, for they know not what they do. But here soon you will.
It's